You just write your name on a piece of paper.
Well, Mother, Mr. Kirby doesn't want to play.
I'm sure he'll love it, Alice. Now here you are. Write your name on this piece of paper. This is a little game we used to play back at school. It's called Forget Me Not. Here's your paper. I'll say 5 random words, and you put down whatever comes to your mind. For example, if I were to say green, you might put down grass. Just anything that comes to mind. Or if I were to say chair, you might put down table. It's really to see what people's reactions are to different words.
It's really quite an interesting game.
I thought you'd think so. Now, remember and play fair. Put down the first thing that comes to mind. Is everybody ready?
Ready!
The first word is potatoes. Potatoes. Ready for the next word? Bathroom.
Mother.
Alice, bathroom.
Very nice. Very nice.
The next word is lust.
Mother, this is not exactly what
The word's all right, Alice.
Mother, it is not all right.
I don't know. I think that is a very fine word.
May I have that last word, please?
The word is lust, Mr. Kirby.
This is quite a game, isn't it?
Oh, no, shh, Grandpa. The next word is honeymoon. Essie. It's a fine word. The last word is sex. Everybody got sex? All right. Now hand me your papers.
What happens now?
This is the interesting part. I read out your reactions.
It's really quite an interesting game.
I thought you'd think so, Mr. Kirby. In fact, I'll read your paper first. I'm going to read Mr. Kirby's paper first. Here's Mr. Kirby. Potatoes, steak. That's very good, Mr. Kirby. Do you see how they go together, steak and potatoes?
I just happened to think of it.
Well, it's very good. Let's see. Bathroom, toothpaste. Lust, unlawful. How isn't that nice? Honeymoon, trip. Oh dear. Sex, male. Well, bar. It's a very fine paper, Mr. Kirby.
Thank you. It's more than a game, you know. It's sort of an experiment in psychology, isn't it?
Yes. It shows how people's minds really work. Now next, we'll see how Mrs. Kirby's mind works. Is everybody ready for Mrs. Kirby? Potatoes, starch. Oh, I know exactly what you mean, Mrs. Kirby. Oh dear. Bathroom, Mr. Kirby. Bathroom, Mr. Kirby.
I don't quite follow that, my dear.
What I meant, Anthony, was that you do spend a great deal of time in there. Bathing and showering and... You do take a long time.
Indeed. I hadn't realized that I was being selfish in that matter. Please go on, Mrs. Sycamore.
I think it is a very silly game, and we ought to stop it.
Yes.
No. Please go on, Mrs. Sycamore.
The next word is lust. Mrs. Kirby put down human.
Human? Really, Miriam?
What I meant was that lust is really just a human emotion.
I don't agree with you. Lust is not a human emotion. It is depraved.
Very well, Anthony. I'm wrong.
Suppose we play 20 questions.
Yes.
No, I find this game rather interesting. What is the next word, Mrs. Sycamore?
Honeymoon.
Oh, yes. And what did Mrs. Kirby put down?
Honeymoon, dull.
Did you say?
What I meant, Anthony, was that Hot Springs was not very exciting that season. With all the old people sitting on their porches all day long, and nothing to do at night.
That was not your reaction at the time, as I recall it. A very illuminating game. Please go on, Mrs. Sycamore.
Well, this word is all right. Sex and Wall Street.
Wall Street? What do you mean by that?
I don't know, Anthony. Nothing.
Well, you must have meant something, otherwise you want to put it down.
It's just what I thought of at the time.
Well, what does it mean? Sex? Wall Street.